Hey everybody, I'm Andy the Kenworth Guy. Thanks so much for coming by the channel today. Today we got a treat for you. We got Black Beauty. We did a few trucks for these customers. We did a Black Beauty T880 a number of years ago. And a big thank you to everybody at George Armstrong Construction Limited for purchasing this truck. Appreciate the friendship, appreciate the business over the years. So let's go for a ride and see what this truck is all about. All right. So we are in the back lot of our dealership here. Just figured get away from the road. It's rush hour and lots of traffic going by, so lots of noise. It is a bit windy today, so hopefully the audio is good, but let's see what this truck is all about. So these are specific trucks to the Northwest, or to Ontario, the province of Ontario, Canada. I sell a lot of trucks into northwestern Ontario, in the Kenora Rainy River District area. And this was a truck ordered on spec for a customer, for Armstrong Construction. And we bring these in. I sold a stock unit of this a few weeks ago. I did a video of it. You probably maybe caught it. This is a very close cousin to it. So looking at the truck here, let's go up front. Before we get started, I just want to say a big thank you to the guys at House of Chrome for helping out with getting some accessories on this truck. We got the under headlight chrome. We have the bug deflector. We have this nice drop visor. And then we have factory chrome on the air intake. So looking up front here, we got that aluminum mesh grille, bug screen and winter front equipped. We have the stainless steel chrome channel bumper, center mount toe pin, which is pretty much a must on a heavy duty truck like this. Gotta have that. This is a L0001 black. So this is just your standard black color. Very clean, very simple, and very gorgeous. Gotta love black vehicles. There's my truck right there, it's black. Gotta love black. So this has got a 20,000 pound front axle on it, and it's got disc brakes on it all the way around on the truck. 20,000 front, we got the Michelin XZY3 steer tires. We have the 7-inch fuel tank straps that are polished along with the fuel tank itself, which is polished. This is a 110 gallon fuel tank. I messed it up. Now, it was a little bit tricky to get this build 100%. The problem is with the exhaust mount. If you want dual exhaust, you got this mount down below there, okay? Just gonna put on my engineering hat for a second. So that mount right there interferes with the mount of the 7-inch fuel tank straps. Now, if you have the 2-inch straps, the brackets don't interfere, but we like the look of the 7-inch straps. So what had to happen was this fuel tank strap had to be moved behind the cab, but then we also needed to have steps. Now the factory won't build a truck with steps behind the cab without frame access. So we had to have a deck plate on the back of the frame there, which got removed, and a grab handle, which is right here. So that's why those steps stick out a bit, and that's why the grab handle is back there. But it isn't bad because it just gives you a little bit more safety climbing up into the box. Safety first, or safety 3/4. Okay, anyhow, I'm trying to be funny here and it's not working. We got the chrome mirrors up on the side here, and then we have that nice visor up above. Love how it kind of wraps around the side there. Looks really sharp. It uses the factory mounts. This is a 20-foot 6-inch Bebo box installed by the guys in Mattawa, Ontario, Kenworth. They did a fantastic job. It looks awesome. Double frame rail all the way through, and it has the zinc oxide frame rail paint process, and that basically is there to help preserve the factory paint on the frame. 20,000-pound lift axle on here. It's a Watson Chanlin. This is a steerable lift axle. And then here is an additional fuel tank. This one here is a 60-gallon, which is the smallest size tank that you can get with the 7-inch straps. And as you can see, it's because the next size down in this size is a 45, and that would overlap the welds on the fuel filler. So on the back end here, we have the New Way Air Ride. This is a 60-inch axle spacing, and this is an ADZ 52,000-pound suspension. So this actually was one of one, from my understanding. This is the first time that we've been able to put this on this type of a truck. So really cool when we work with the engineers and get what's called OARs, option approval requests, put through and processed. This is the reality of what happens when hard work and a little bit of pushing and a little bit of patience, and we get what we want. So that's what we got going on here. And we also have another truck coming with same suspension with in a medium duty truck, where we have that same suspension on it as well. So there you go. Actually, you know what? I just got my stories mixed up. We had to go through all that work on the next truck that's coming for these guys. So just gave you a preview of what's to come. So stick around. But yeah, this is the New Way Air Ride. This is the ADZ. Believe it's the 52,000 rating, if I remember the specs off the top of my head. We have air and electric and hydraulics to the end of the frame here, so you can, it is pup ready. So you got your pintle, and then up above here, we got your connections, air lines. Mud flaps on the back there. There's that Bebo box up top. And aluminum rims, high polish. So those are the machine polished. They're not the Durbrights. These get a much brighter and shinier polish on here. Here's the factory hydraulic tank. This is 75 gallons on this guy here. And we had to, you might be wondering, why did you put a 60-gallon on the other side and a 75 on this side? Well, the reason is we have to have certain ratios of DEF to fuel. So if I increase the fuel tank on the other side to a 75-gallon, we'd need to put a larger DEF tank on here, which wouldn't fit. There is so much to speccing trucks, you don't even know. It's a lot of work. Not complaining, just explaining. Over here, this is the heated box option from Kenworth. So they plumb that into the factory exhaust, and it is automated so you can have it controlled from in the cab. I believe this lever right here is the manual override. We have the DEF cover with the chrome over top of the DEF tank, and we got grab handles on the outside on the exhaust, like I like to put. Let's open up the hood here, and I'll show you what engine is powering this truck. And while we're walking around, I like to also put on these fender closeout panels down on the bottoms here. And I know it's a little dusty. It's always hard to keep trucks clean. And when we're in the business of moving trucks every day and selling trucks every day, and we get them washed, drive them here, they get a little dirty on the drive over, they park them up front, dust, rain, Just makes them, there's snow, salt, whatever. It's tough. Not every day can be a truck show, but we try. So underneath here is the Cummins X15. This is a 565, 1850 torque rating. It is the Performance Series, as you can see from the black badge right there. And then, like I said, we have disc brakes on the truck, front and back. We got the boosting terminals. There's your air chuck to fill the air rapid on the truck. We got the fuel water separator right over there, and engine oil fill. We got your washer fluid and the coolant up above there. All the air lines and electrical lines terminate at the firewall right here, and you'll also notice there is no hydraulic tank there. This truck is equipped with an Allison automatic, the Beast. It's the 4500 series 6-speed RDS transmission, which I have to say is an absolute dream to drive. Over here we got your turbo. We have your HVAC system up above. We have the taps right there to shut off coolant going into the HVAC if you want to turn that off in the off season. And we got the safety latch here. Let's hit that and we'll close it up. All right, let's go inside. Okay. So looking inside this truck, we did the full package on here. So this is the Diamond VIT interior, where you get the Madrona colored, kind of coppery colored interior. Got the wood grain running all the way across here, just beautiful. We got the headliners fully lined, so you don't have any aluminum kind of exposing on the inside, fully trimmed interior. There is the option for the two-way radio or CB radio if a person wants to equip. I'll just turn the light on so we can see a bit better. There's the Allison automatic controller, push button. There is the, obviously the trailer and the truck brakes for parking. As far as switches, we got factory PTO switch, full locking differential, air suspension dump. There's an air optional gauge for just an air gauge switch. A couple spares, we got 4 spares. There's your regen spare switch right here, traction control, engine, fan, and then your trailer brake. And then there's your 5th spare. On this side here, we have work light switch there, beacon light switch there, interior lights. That is the overhead lights on the inside of the cab. And then this is for your exterior pre-trip, which I've talked about in other videos. Steering wheel here, we have the set resume for your cruise control. This is for your waypoint. So between job sites, you can go A, B, C, D, all the way up to the letter Z or Z if you're in Canada here, where I am. There is your hang up and answer, forward, back for radio controls. There's to control the display, and then there's the volume controls right there. Did the full gauge package all the way across. And then this has got the Bluetooth Sirius XM radio. So lots of nice options. Now, one of the nice things that I really like to see on the trucks here that Kenworth puts on, their box for controls on the back are just second to none. They just look really good. It's just as a really nicely done job here. So you got your hoist control, you got your tailgate, you got your flashers, air tarp. This is for your heated box, and then here's some controls for the pony trailer if you wanted to control that. So they just do a really fantastic job of hooking all that up. As far as the batteries, they are underneath that passenger side seat. So that's an option that we can order from the factory to have batteries under the seat. So there you go. All right, so that's it. That's all. Thank you so much for checking in, tuning in, and watching this video. I appreciate you being here. Again, a big thank you to the Armstrong family for purchasing this truck and several others over the years, dating back to even when my dad was selling trucks. He was able to sell them trucks. So thank you all for your loyalty over the years. If you are interested in contacting me and you want to spec out your own truck, you can go up here to my website, thekenworthguy.com. All the ways to get a hold of me are on there, and that's probably the best way to reach out. If you want to subscribe or give this video a thumbs up, I'd encourage you to do that. Click down here to do that subscribing. And that's it for this week. Thanks so much for tuning in. And as always, Have yourself the world's best day.